Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports. Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
a builder,
I coach,
culinary arts,
auditor,
a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
He's made it to 20. He's gone. Touchdown.
They have to score here. We're getting underway for it. Walk-off home run.
Here's a shot to the right side.
This is shaping up to be
Here's a strike right side, too.
Oh!
Welcome to beautiful Kingsport, Tennessee. Nice sunny morning as the clouds part for sunshine after thunderstorms last night. We're inside of the Kingsport Aquatic Center, and this is the Southeast Sports Network. So glad you're along for the ride. A really good one in store. I'm Gabriel Schrei. I'll have all the action today as we go through the Swimming and Diving Championships for 2025 for the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Couple of really great programs on hand, and the race is already hot. Milligan out in front, but Union on their tails on both the men's and the women's side as part of the Swimming and Diving Championship action. We saw 5 different records fall yesterday. Really incredible stuff. And of course, Madison Gump will be joining me for our coverage today shortly. I think we'll see even more records fall today. I'll tell you what those records were that fell yesterday, get into that, and a whole lot more as part of our coverage as the day gets started. Preliminary is going to be underway shortly between these programs, and we'll get started today with a really interesting event, one where we have a potential to see a record break right off of the bat. The 400-yard IM should be very exciting stuff. To get into those records, we'll dig into that in just a moment, but before we do, I want to walk you through a couple of really crucial stats we saw yesterday. Let's start first with those records. The men's 200-meter medley relay, the women's 500 freestyle, the men's 500 freestyle, the men's 50 freestyle, and the men's 800 freestyle relay all saw records fall yesterday. Really unbelievable day as record after record was broken. And as we get into it today, here's a look at your leaders on both the men's and the women's side. Milligan leading the way, 311 points, followed by the Bulldogs with 219 on the men's side. And on the women's side, 255 points for Milligan, 227 for Union Commonwealth University. Very close stuff. The race heating up in Kingsport as we get started with our second day. We'll take a short break and be right back with more coverage in just a moment from Kingsport, Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. 2025 AAC Swimming and Diving Championships, and we're back underway. This is the women's 200. Glad you're with us. Hot start to the day. Bukowska, the athlete to watch in this heat. She's in lane 4. Better look at Bukowska. Lane 1 is Horwitz. Bernal, a freshman. A senior out of Milligan. Phillips in lane 2. Freshman out of Milligan. Brady in 3. Olga Bukowska, the Golden Tiger, in 4. Union Bulldog. Emma Phillips in lane 5. A sophomore from Union. A junior from Milligan, bidding in 6. And Shiavan, the junior from Columbia, in lane 7, rounding out our lineup. Very close heat to this point. Holding true to what we expected. Times were 4:36 for Bukowska, who's in lane 4. Just above her is Brady. Her time was 4:45. 4:54 for Phillips, who's in 2. Phillips looking really good. So far, she's got a big lead. 2 minutes, 10 seconds already gone. Record time for this event, 4:35 for the AAC. We saw 5 different records fall yesterday. Margin narrows a bit on that pass. These 3 setting the pace. Horwitz in lane 1, a freshman. Phillips in 2, Brady in 3, and Bukowska in 4. Emma Phillips in lane 5, bidding in 6, and Shiavan in 7. Just over 3 minutes. Still very close through those central lanes. Bukowska tied for the lead, edged for the moment slightly by Emma Phillips, the sophomore of the Bulldogs. Phillips on the bottom left of your screen. Great turn, and Bukowska with that takes the lead. Bukowska ahead of steam down the back stretch. Another great turn. Can't put any more distance between herself and Phillips. Closely pursued by Peyton Brady from Milligan as well. Now looking to finish strong. Incredible turn on the far wall. Shakes a couple of inches off of Emma Phillips, but not off of Peyton Brady. Looking to pull through, and an excellent time. Just over 4 3/4 minutes. Really nice showing to start the day from this heat. Wrapping up a couple of things. While they do that, we'll go on record watch in just a moment. As they finish a look at some of the records from yesterday that were set in the men's 200 medley relay. Milligan, Paxton Smith, Caleb Fry, Josh McConey, and Stephen Gilbert, 129.60 the new time. And the women's 500 freestyle, Monka Petrick, the Bulldog, 503.28. In the men's 500 freestyle, Abel Azenzi, Union Bulldog, 435.64. In the men's 50, Enzo Constable, another Bulldog, 20.24. In the men's 800 freestyle relay, Milligan's team, Robert Adam, Gellert Zedlak, Andre Bazana, and Stephen Gilbert, 627.72. Really, really impressive showing, breaking all kinds of records. So that does it for our first heat. Bukowska claiming the win. Final time of 4:42. Ready to go with our second heat, the men's 400 IM.
In lane 1, Milligan. In lane 2, Milligan. In lane 3, Union. In lane 4, West Virginia Tech. In lane 5,
Moving quickly as we get started.
in lane 6, Milligan.
This promises to be a very strong heat as well. Salucci, the junior from Milligan in lane 1. Haloran out of Milligan, a sophomore in lane 2. Union Bulldog, a sophomore. Malik Biad in lane 3. The lead qualifying time, Xavier Travesi, a freshman out of West Virginia University in lane 4. Freshman Bulldog Zenye, who I just mentioned, broke a record yesterday as part of a team. A freshman and a junior from Milligan. Gilbert, the junior, in lane 6, and Jack Allen in lane 7. And a freshman from Union, Ukumara, rounding out our 8 in lane 8. So far looking very good. Strong start, huge lead. A lot of ground to make up. A lot of time left to go. That 3:56 is only 4 seconds faster than a couple of his neighbors. We'll see if they have a stronger stroke. Use that to catch up. Two minutes and a quarter gone already. Madison Gump now here with me. Really powerful start for Xavier Travesi.
Yeah, we're kicking it off with the men's 400-yard IM. We just had the women's swim, the 400-yard IM. And again, remember, the 400 consists of 100 butterfly, 100 backstroke, 100 breaststroke, and then finishing off with 100 freestyle. So this is that distance event for the IM. They're definitely going to have to pace themselves throughout this, and some of them are now going into that final 100 freestyle at this point. Lane 4 definitely has that lead, pretty decent lead that he should be able to keep for this next 50, getting ready to hit that last 50 free of this 400 IM. But it looks like we might battle it out for that second spot with lane 7 and lane 2. Lane 2 is Nate from Milligan, and then we have Jack Allen from Milligan as well in lane 7. It looks like it's going to be a pretty close race between the Milligan swimmers this morning.
Strong finish in 4. He handles that easily. 7 and 2 coming down to the wire. Looks like Jack Allen has got it in the bag. Really strong finish.
Nice finish from both of them. Lane 6 came through as well. Peter coming in second on that one. Or lane 6 coming in third behind Jack Allen. Very good swim. And hopefully tonight we might see a little bit faster of a race. We had our lane 4, Xavier, you know, he actually had a time that was actually seated faster than our record time. So hopefully tonight he'll be able to come back and break that record at tonight's finals.
Very strong second heat of the day in the 400 IM. Xavier Trevesi holds true to that time. Looks very good in lane 4 with a 4:07.54. Followed closely by Jack Allen, who had a great finish, the junior out of Milligan, pulling through with a 4:11.77. It's my favorite stroke, the butterfly.
Yes, yep, this is my favorite stroke. This is one of the toughest strokes in swimming. We have the women's 100-yard butterfly for event 19 of this morning. They will do 4 lengths of a 25-yard pool to kick us off for the 100 butterfly.
When you're talking about something this physically demanding, how do you prepare for that? You just do the butterfly, or is there a specific type of training you do outside of the water?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely are, you know, in the weight room, as well as practicing this in the pool. I mean, they probably have a lot of workouts that it consists of doing butterfly and sprinting butterfly, because 100 is a sprint, so they have to sprint that 4 lengths. And get home quick. So they're practicing that turnover. Can they get their arms out of the water, recovering over top with a nice pull, and make it powerful as well with that butterfly kick. Looks like
very close between 3 and 5. I'm thinking that Madison Akbari, the sophomore from Milligan in lane 5, takes it. Susie Aguirre right there, though, the senior.
Yes, that was definitely close between those two girls. Very good swim for both of them, and it looks like all of those 8 swimmers in the pool right now will secure a spot in finals tonight.
Great finish, and final times posted 59:47, 0.3 of a second, or hundredths, I should say.
Yep.
Doesn't get closer than that. Men's 100-yard butterfly. This one's going to go fast as well. Nolan Hill in lane 1, Bryce Barton in 2, Olaguire, Siskart, Montaigne in lane 3, Sergio Tudor in lane 4, a qualifying time of 49:75. Michael Rinaldi in 5, Toby Edwards in 6, and Ethan McCosh in lane 7 as we're off.
And right now, lane 4 from Milligan is currently placed 12th in the league. So it will be very interesting to see what he can pull out. Again, he is a little close to that record time. Not sure if he'll be able to break it this morning, but coming back tonight, he might be able to come back tonight and get close to that record.
Really nice turn. Hanging onto the lead is Michael Rinaldi.
In our 2 outside lanes, we got lane 7 and we also have lane 1. They are actually swimming exhibition right now, so what they are swimming is not going to count for a spot tonight, probably, and it won't count for any points tonight either. But their coach might just have them swimming this just to kind of test out what they're able to do, if the practices and the training that they've been putting in has worked. And for lane 7, it definitely did. I mean, he came in 3rd place by hundredths of a second, and that was a really great race for lane 7.
Really tight finish between those 2 in 4 and 5, Tudor and Rinaldi. And as the times come up on the board, able to take that, Michael Rinaldi just edging out Tudor. 49.55, 49.94. In this next heat, Cole Brusher in lane 1, Noah Manias in lane 2, Lancelot Gavel in lane 3, Andre Bazana, the senior from Milligan, with a qualifying time of 49.46 in lane 4, RJ Brummett in lane 5, Derek Hahn in lane 6, and Carmine Bernardo in lane 7. And off. This is looking close off the bat.
It is that outside lane, and lane 1, he's definitely bringing it. Cole from Milligan, I mean, he's going to be putting up a fight there for lane 4 and lane 5 to see can he out-touch them and keep that speed for this last 25 that he has to come. Hopefully he'll have a good turn off that wall. And he's up. And it's going to be very, very close as we come in.
Looking at the top of your screen, lane 1 and 4, right down to the wire. I'm thinking lane 4, Bazana takes that.
And it actually looks like lane 1 did out-touch him. So we have lane 1. And that was a close one, because from our angle up here, it definitely looked like lane 4 had that one, but you just never know with that underwater recovery and how their hands are getting onto that wall. That was definitely, you know, just a fingertip length apart from those 2 in that race.
The senior from Milligan, Cole Brusher, takes the victory in our second preliminary for the men's 100-yard butterfly. Really impressive. The third heat, we've got River Rockhold in lane 1, Matty Odeza in lane 2, Cesare Lehman in lane 3, Enzo Constable, who broke a record yesterday, the freshman from Union, with a qualifying time of 48.09 in lane 4, Josh McConey in lane 5, Isaac Valance in lane 6, Noah Jackson in lane 7, and Spencer Hall, the junior from Milligan, in lane 8. We're off.
And in lane 4 right now, Enzo, he's a freshman from Union. He's actually placed 3rd in this in the league. So he has one of those top 5 placements right now in the 100 men's butterfly. This will be a really great race to see what he can do. It's going to be definitely close between 4 and 5. Lane 4 getting off the wall before lane 5. The very nice turn, good underwater.
Enzo Constable is in lane 4. Josh McConey is in lane 5. Enzo, another good turn, and that fraction of a second gives him a nice lead. Down the stretch, Constable trying to edge out McConey down to the wire, and it looks like Constable hangs on easily for the win.
Good swim by all of them. And lane 1 also bringing it home with 4th place. I mean, our end lanes, again, those side lanes, we can't forget about them. Sometimes they come out of nowhere and, you know, they're able to get them a spot on that wall, deserving them a place in finals tonight, and we'll have those results in a little bit.
So we'll take a 15-minute break. Before we go to break, though, I'm sure you have some brief thoughts you'd love to discuss about all the records we saw fall yesterday and all the action coming up after the break and prelims.
Yes, we had a couple records broken yesterday. 200 medley relay for the men. They broke that relay. And the 500 free for men and women, the meet record was broken. And then we also had the 50 free for men and the 800 relay for men as well broken. So, I mean, 5 records last night, just in the first night, were broken, which is pretty incredible. That set the tone for the rest of this weekend. And I think today, with the, you know, different swims that we have, we're looking at some longer events. We have some mid distance and then also a couple sprints, as well as a couple different strokes for today. So it will definitely be interesting. I think the tone for today and this morning is really great. I think people are excited to be here. They're excited to get into the pool and swim some really fast races.
Excellent. Of those 5 records broken yesterday, which one is the most significant and why?
I think that definitely those relays. I mean, you know, again, you're getting double points for the relay, so being able to just secure a spot in final for a relay is very important for all these teams. And then also being able to put your team name up on that record board for holding the fastest time in the AAC conference is really important. I mean, that's just representing your team and your individuals who swam in that relay as well.
That's an interesting note. Only one participant broke more than one record yesterday, and that was Stephen Gilbert, who was on the men's 200-meter medley relay, or yard medley relay rather, and the men's 800 freestyle relay. He was on both of those teams for Milligan. That's a tough day.
That is a tough day. I mean, he definitely had a lot to swim yesterday, so hopefully he had a good recovery last night, was able to get some sleep to where he can come back, and if he's swimming today, hopefully he can kick it out with some strong swims.
Well, we'll take a break along with everyone here inside of the Kingsport Aquatic Center. When we come back, more of the AAC swimming tournament.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATVs life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
We are champions of the character.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
In Kingsport, it's the 2025 Swimming and Diving Championships for the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Hi, welcome back. Gabriel Schrei, Madison Gump along with me for our coverage all day long. The prelims now, finals later today, 5 p.m. start. Really good action as we move on to our next heat of events and our coverage on SESN. Standing by, waiting to go. Just made our way through the prelims for the men's 100-yard butterfly. Now on to the women's 200-yard freestyle. Heat 1, Andrea Pedra in lane 2, Kylie Mousty in lane 3, Liz Mahan in 4, Abby Binns in 5, and Emily DiMaggio in lane 6. Lanes 3 and 4, Milligan Buffs. Lanes 5 and 6, Golden Tigers, and a Koala in lane 2. The top time entered 1:57.81 for Liz Mahan in lane 4. She's a senior. 3 freshmen in this heat.
3 freshmen again. Those freshmen are coming in to this weekend with a lot of good swims so far. We have a lot of fast freshmen as well. I'm excited to see the next 3 years, and hopefully they will be back next year to swim. Hopefully we can see some of them, breaking these records as well in the future years.
Milligan in the lead on both sides, men and women's. Looking to build on their AAC run. 4 straight titles for the men's, 3 straight for the women's.
Yeah, Milligan just is able to secure again with the depth of their team. They have over 50 swimmers in combined for men's and for women's. I mean, that's just a big team to be able to beat out. But Union coming in with about 30 swimmers, a little bit over 30 swimmers. Again, Union has been building their teams over the year as well, so I'm interested to see where they place on this weekend come Saturday.
Ready to go for the 200-yard freestyle. We're off. I'm guessing we'll see a battle between lanes 4 and 5 in this. The freshman Golden Tiger Abby Binns in 5 and Liz Mahan, the senior Milligan Buff in lane 4.
Yes, and again, this is a mid-distance, so we're definitely going to see some pacing here. But they are sprinting. They're going to have to sprint the whole 8 lengths of this event to be able to hopefully secure a spot tonight in finals. Making sure that those flip turns are good. They're coming off the wall, doing some good underwaters, and then able to break out. And it looks like lane 5 is going to pull ahead, but just a little bit. Looks like lane 4 might actually catch her on this turn.
Those turns are going to be a problem for the freshman. The senior making up ground immediately in lane 4.
Yep.
That's an interesting duel. It looks like the freshman loses a little ground on every turn, but gains it back in open water.
Yeah, it looks like Milligan Swimmer has a little bit better turns off the wall and maybe some better underwaters, but it does look like that freshman in lane 5 from Bernau is able to pull ahead just because of her stroke. It looks like that they're going to be pretty much neck and neck here going into the last 50 that they have. I mean, it's going to come down to who can get off that final wall and bring it home. They're definitely breathing more. They're probably gassed. They're going to feel that fatigue at this point, and they're just needing to get back to that wall.
One last turn. Down to the senior and the freshman. Liz Mahan in 4, Abby Binns in 5. Finishing strong, and she's going to take it, overcoming the upperclassmen. What an impressive finish.
What a good finish. She definitely kicked it in gear on that last 25 home. Again, pulling out just enough to where she could get to that wall before the Milligan senior. That was a really, really good race by the Bernau freshman, Abby.
1:59.67, her final time. 2 minutes flat, 36. The final time for the senior from Milligan.
And good swims by all of them. I mean, again, we're just in prelims. Hopefully some of them secured a spot in finals tonight, whether that's the consolation heat or the finals heat. And they don't want to use all of that energy this morning. They want to kind of savor some of that. So we might see lane 4, we might see Abby come back and be able to produce something different tonight, and we might be able to see Liz tonight as well.
Heat 2, Bailey Hodges in lane 2, Cece Jimenez Martinez in lane 3, Dory Hoza in lane 4, Riley Renaud in lane 5, and Isadora Silveira E Silva in lane 6.
And Dory in lane 4, she's from Union. She's a sophomore currently, and she's ranked 15th right now in the league. And 15th is a good spot to be sitting with a 200 freestyle. Good turns off that wall for lane 4 and for 5. Again, it's probably going to be a neck and neck race. Again, for this heat, for both the Union and Milligan swimmer.
So in lane 4 is Dory Hoza. In lane 5, it's Riley Renaud. Hoza's a sophomore for the Union Bulldogs. Renaud is a junior for the Milligan Buffs. Another nice turn and a little bit of ground gain, still fingertips.
Again, Union just is able to catch back up after coming off those walls to where she's able to gain a little bit of edge on the Milligan swimmer in lane 5. And it's going to come down to our last 50 here. Let's see who's going to be able to crank it home. Looks like Milligan in lane 5 is going to be pulling out just a little bit.
This will be a very tight finish. Off the turn, a little bit of room. Still fingertips. Going to have to dig deep if she wants to come back. Dory Hoza trailing by about a half a body length to Riley Renaud. Pulling through, and she'll finish strong. Really, really good run.
Nice swim for both of those girls. You could definitely see that lane 5 was reserving some of that energy for that final 50. Union swimmer in lane 4 just spent a little bit too much energy, couldn't crank it home. But again, both of those swims definitely secured them a spot in finals tonight. So we'll see them back for another swim.
1:57.90, the final time for Riley Renaud. Dory Hoza finishes 1:59.82. Already onto our second page of events for the day.
We're going quick. It's moving.
Real quick. Glad you're with us in Kingsport. Gabriel Schrei, Madison Gump alongside me. We're having a lot of fun.
We are. Who doesn't like to start a Friday morning off with some swimming?
Heat 1 of the men 200-yard freestyle. We're off. So in lane 3, it's Corbin Peters, a sophomore from WVU, the senior from Milligan, Andre Bazana, who broke records yesterday in lane 4. In lane 5, it's Jacob Miller, a junior from Milligan, and a sophomore, Alvaro Iglesias, in lane 6 out of WVU.
With these 200s, we're definitely going to continue to see going into the men's that it's going to be a battle. We're going to see them sticking together for the most part, and then at that last 50, they'll break off hopefully from each other, or it might be a close finish. But this is a mid-distance. They are reserving right now, but they're going to kick it into gear as we go into our next 100.
So when there's only 4 active lanes in a heat, is that more or less pressure in your opinion?
A little bit less pressure. Again, you have less people that you have to worry about. But then again, you just never know who you're swimming next to and what they're going to bring to the pool. They could blow you out of the water and you just don't even know it. You weren't prepared for it. So you're still a little, hesitant on it. But again, they are reserving for tonight. They don't want to spend everything to where they have some good swims for tonight. And hopefully can get on that podium. We're kicking off with our last 50 here. Lane 5 definitely pulled out in front. Has a good body length on lane 4. It looks like he'll be able to secure that spot on the wall coming in first.
Really good turn by Jacob Miller, the junior from Milligan. Looking like he's going to finish strong and pull ahead for first. A really, really good run of the water, and Andre Bazana coming in right behind him. Really nice run in that first heat. One left to go. Heat 2 of the men's 200-yard freestyle will see Colin Burnett in lane 2, Ursley Torak in lane 3, Gellert Zedlak in lane 4, Nicholas Harville in lane 5, and Jamal Johnson in lane 6.
In lane 4, we have a freshman from Milligan. He's currently placed 8th in the league in the men's 200-yard freestyle, so we'll have to keep an eye on lane 4 on this next race.
Gellert Zedlak in lane 4. The lead qualifying time for this prelim. Zedlak finished with a 1:38.93. A true freshman for the Milligan Buffs.
Yes, and right now his seated time is a 1:38.93, like you said. And again, that is currently a seated time that is faster than our meet record. So we'll see if he can break that this morning, possibly. If not, he always can come back tonight. And we'll see what he puts out right now. Lane 2 coming in quick there. Hopefully he can hold that again. Colin's a sophomore from Milligan.
I was going to say, it seems like Gellert might have his hands full with Colin Burnett.
He definitely does, and that's why you just never know what those side lanes are going to bring. I mean, they've all been training hard. Maybe, Colin just has a really good day today, and he's able to, secure a top-seeded spot in tonight's finals. And he's moving.
He's gaining distance.
Yes, for sure. I mean, he's a good probably body length ahead at least. I mean, he has really nice turns, really nice underwaters, and I mean, he's full on sprinting right now. He's not holding back anything.
Wow. Let's see this turn.
And can he bring it home with this last 50 here? Or is lane 4 and 5 going to be able to catch him?
The Duke is going to be between 4 and 5 if they can't catch up for second place. Burnett, last turn, got a good one. He's got a huge lead. All he's got to do is coast.
Yeah.
4 and 5 are going to be duking it out, though, a body length between them. And it looks like lane 4 is gaining some ground on Burnett, but not able to cover the distance as Gellert finishes second.
Wow, really great swim by lane 2. Colin, sophomore from Milligan, just bringing it home with a 143.99. Really great swim again. That definitely secured him a spot in finals tonight. I'm excited to see what he does in finals, just with the different atmosphere.
Jamal Johnson, the sophomore for the Koalas, wrapping up this heat of the men's 200-yard freestyle, and we'll go on to the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Alex Hayashi in lane 1, Madeline Smith in lane 2, Virginia Rayner in lane 3, Tegan Jose in lane 4, Phoebe Leichte in 5, Kale Buss in lane 6, and Mia Horwitz in lane 7. A qualifying time that leads all 1 minute and 8 seconds flat for Tegan Jose. She'll be in lane 4. Set and ready to go.
Breaststroke's such a technical stroke. Again, we gotta watch to make sure that they're following all the guidelines for breaststroke. We need 2-hand touches on the wall. When we're coming off the wall, we need to ensure that we have our pull down and a good pull down, but we're not, you know, doing the wrong kick, because this is typically the stroke that we will see more disqualifications happen in. So hopefully these girls can, you know, just focus and put in the work and not bring in any disqualifications this morning.
The record time for this event is 64 seconds. 50 at the turn. Decent lead put together for Tegan, who's looking to finish strong, followed closely by her neighbors, Virginia and Phoebe.
It looks like lane 6 might approach on lane 5 and possibly lane 3 to be able to get on that wall. And 4th, lane 6. And some good swims to start us off on this 100 breaststroke.
68 seconds, the final time for Tegan, who finishes very strong. Tegan continues that dominance again by a couple of seconds, just like her qualifying time. And it was very close between 5 and 6, 112 each, separated by just tenths of a second. We move on to the second heat. Lucy Ellisor in lane 1, Erin Pease in lane 2, Abby Pauls in lane 3, Tessa Ipen-Chung in lane 4, Giulia Liberti in lane 5, Daniela Bohr in 6, Sabrina Shiavin in lane 7, and Morella Rutgelino in lane 8.
Currently in lane 4, Tessa she's a senior from Bernal. She's currently placed 6th in the league in the 100 breaststroke.
And her seed time would be the record for the league. It's currently 1 minute 4 seconds, 7/10 of a second. Her seed time 1 minute 3 seconds, 7/10 of a second, a full second off the record.
And that's something that, you know, we might see this morning, but if not this morning, we definitely could see her bring that home tonight. She might be reserving just a little bit, able to just give enough to where she can get into that final heat, but not too much to where she can come back for a really great swim. And she's about a body length ahead, and she definitely will come home and be able to secure that spot on the wall for that first place win. But coming in behind is lane 5, freshman from Union, definitely going to be able to get second.
Really strong finish for lanes 4 and 5. Coming through, Tessa Penchung, the senior for the Golden Tigers, winning the event. Julia Liberty, the freshman from Union, following her.
And we had an outside lane, lane 8. A senior from Milligan came in third on that one. She creeped in there. Again, that's why I always say you just never know about your end lanes. You got to watch them.
Next event, the men's 100-yard breaststroke. John Cox in lane 1, Jacob Roboto in lane 2, Bryson George in 3, Caleb Fry, a record setter yesterday in lane 4, Jaden Lynch in lane 5, Jose Fernando Perez in lane 6, Stefan Merkel in lane 7, and AJ Strallo in lane 8. Caleb Fry hidden by that diving board mount, the pink on the right center of your screen. Fry breaking records yesterday and looking to keep it going all weekend long. I'm sure he's not done yet. He was a member of the men's 200 medley relay for Milligan. And we're off. Fry's seed time, 56 seconds. The event record is a half-second shy of his seed time.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a close one and a quick one as well. We're going to see lane 4 and 5 kind of battle it out here, Milligan and the Union.
What a great turn by Fry. But he didn't gain any space on it. I was certain he would. Jaden Lynch staying with him in 5.
Yeah, he definitely didn't do a very in-depth underwater. He didn't stay underwater. He came up for that recovery to break out on his stroke. A good underwater on that one. He's able to pull ahead just a little bit.
Down to the wire for second place as Fry locks up 1. Jaden Lynch finishing strong, and he will secure second with a really good pull-through at the end in lane 5.
And West Virginia Tech there as well was able to come in third place in lane 3. He's a sophomore. Bryson from West Virginia was able to come in at a 1:29. It was a good swim for West Virginia Tech as well.
Caleb Fry's time, 0.9 of a second above the record time for the AAC. And he is followed closely by Mr. Lynch, 59.06. Really good showing by these two. Heat 2 of the men's 100-yard breaststroke about to get started. Lane 4, the lead qualifying time on your screen. He had a really nice time, 55.6 of a second, so literally 0.05 of a second above the record. That's Robert Adam. He's in lane 4, Russell Goins in 1, Sebastian Galvez in 2, Riley Greger in 3, Dimitri Bullock in 5, Luke Colbank in 6, Thomas Remley in lane 7, and Zach Nelson in lane 8.
So right now, we're just going to be waiting. They're going to probably step these guys down off the blocks. It looks like there could possibly be a disqualification from that last heat. And again, that's what I was saying is that in the breaststroke, it's just such a technical stroke that you have to make sure that what you're focusing on is not only to go quickly and fast, but you're also focusing on the stroke itself.
These officials reviewing.
And they will give us an announcement to see what that infraction was here in just a second. It does look like somebody was disqualified from that last heat from the men's 100 breaststroke, and we will give you some information as we hear it being announced.
Well, you hate to see that. Obviously, it's going to happen. You know, such
Yes.
a long weekend, and it's so easy to make those mistakes.
It is, and I mean, again, they're looking at going, you know, quickly, how fast can I get to that wall? And mistakes happen, you know, but, you know, whenever you see it in prelims and in one of the fastest heats in Heat 2, it is disheartening just because, again, this will take that swimmer out of the possibility of being able to swim in finals and getting points or even possibly placing on the podium.
standing by and waiting for the announcement in Kingsport. On a bright note, pun intended, it's a beautiful sunshiny day outside after the thunderstorms last night.
It is, and that sun is definitely coming through those windows behind us here. But yeah, the storms last night rattled us a little bit, but we came out of it, and now it is a pretty day, and we currently have no rain, so.
Looks like Bruce will be the one to give us the announcement. He is.
There has been a disqualification in event number 24, heat 1, lane 6, swimmer Fernando. In turn 1, there was a double kick.
Fernando Perez is disqualified, the junior from WVU.
Okay, so that was from Heat 1, actually. Lane 6, junior from West Virginia Tech. The infraction was he did a double kick. Again, you are only allowed one kick off the wall when you come off the wall, so he must have taken 2 kicks. Again, only 1 kick off the wall, and then you have to break out, and then you do a pull and a kick every stroke.
We've already covered this heat. Again, the seed time out front of everybody by 2 seconds. Adam Robert. 55-67. He's followed closely by 2 with 57. Riley Greger beside him, Dimitri Bullock on the other side.
Yeah. And in lane 4, Robert Adams, he's a freshman from Milligan, and he's currently placed 10th in the league right now in the 100 breaststroke. And just being a freshman and being placed in the top 10 is outstanding. Again, he has another 3 years of swimming ahead of him. He has a lot to do in his time of being a student athlete. And Union is coming out strong, a junior in lane 5, possibly able to keep that edge on lane 4. It is definitely going to be a close one coming into the wall.
Right down to the wire. He is going to secure first, but on either side, the race unfolding. My goodness, that is a photo finish.
Good finish from lane 4, was able to catch him off that wall, just to barely get ahead of him to out-touch him on that wall. But with a finish time of a 57 flat going into finals, he set himself up for a really good spot.
And just edging out lane 3 by a half of a second, almost exactly, is Dimitri Bullock, the junior Bulldog, just able to get ahead of Riley Greger at the very end on the touch. Seems like all we get is wild finishes.
Yes, I mean, that's the fun part, though, is, you know, just having that battle between these swimmers makes it exciting.
Women's 100-yard backstroke next up. Heat 1 has 8 lanes. Patrick Dalen, Rosalie Wenheim, Bolochio Sophia, Hannah Tomlinson is in lane 4, the sophomore for the Golden Tigers. She's the lead qualifying time, seed time, 59:08. Van Viewer Samantha in lane 5, Angie Arenas Flores in lane 6, Mia Wildman in lane 7, and Abigail Jackson in lane 8. We're off.
Good starts from all of those swimmers. We'll keep our eye on lane 4 and lane 5 right now. Hannah's a sophomore in lane 4 from Brunel, and then we have Samantha in lane 5 from Milligan.
So far, the seed time's holding true.
Good turns from both girls.
They gained a little bit of distance on the competition in lanes 3 and 6 of that. Super important turn, and she gains a couple of finger lengths. Oh, goodness, Madison, this could come down to the wire.
It is.
Trying to edge out lane 5, gaining ground at the very end to the completion. Another photo finish in Kingsport.
Wow, a really great finish from lane 5. Was able to out-touch lane 4 in that swim just by hundredths of a second.
That's incredible. Finishing time, 1 minute flat, 97/10 of a second. 101.12 in lane 4. So the upset by Samantha Van Vuur, at least if you're going by seed times.
Yes, it's a very good swim by Samantha. That will definitely get her a good spot seated for the finals tonight.
Annabelle Lee in lane 1, Anna Alves in lane 2, Emily Haas in lane 3. The lead seed time in lane 4 in Lisa Puissant, the sophomore from Union, 58.87. Azalea Gadrikova in lane 5, the junior from Milligan. Sophie Bell in 6, Callie Edens in 7, and Guilia Colombo in lane 8. Heat 2 of the women's 100-yard backstroke starts now.
Looks like they're having some trouble with the backstroke wedge in lane 2 and getting it set. Looks like she was able to get it set.
Yeah, I guess I lied that it starts now. We're off.
In lane 1, Columbia. In lane 2, Grinnell. In lane 3, Milligan. In lane 4.
Do you train for the quick starts? They have to get set so quickly and take off?
Yes, definitely. All of these athletes came in actually on Wednesday to practice just swimming in this pool before competition and be able to get used to the different type of blocks, the different type of wedges that we have here at the facility. But again, they're nervous whenever something doesn't get set right. It can just build those nerves a little bit and make them uncomfortable. So Bruce is doing a really great job watching them to make sure they have plenty of time to get those wedges set, which is why he stopped it and let that lane 2 swimmer be able to take a breath and get her wedge set.
3, 4, and 5 are close. 6 has it in the bag. Photo finish between 3, 4, and 5, and it looks like lane 3 is able to take that in an impressive showing.
Really good finish by lane 6. Again, kind of an outside lane that we wouldn't expect to pull a first place win out of, but a very good swim by Sophia, freshman from Bernau. And then lane 3 following it up with second place from a freshman from Milligan, Emily.
There's a look at those times. 58 2/10 of a second. Sophie Bell, the freshman for the Golden Tigers. Prelims, we've come down to our final event of the morning, the men's 100-yard backstroke. I'm kind of sad. I don't want to be done.
I know. It's going so quick, but, I mean, we just got some fast swims here this morning. And after the men's 100-yard backstroke, we'll have a couple time trials, and then we'll kick it off with our 3-meter diving for this morning.
Keeping an eye on those central lanes in this first heat. Ethan McCosh in 2, Pablo Asin-Rubio in 3, Stephen Gilbert in 4 with a seed time of 50 9/10 of a second. David Munoz-Espen in lane 5, Zane Whitaker in 6, and Adam Bankston in 7 as the men's 100-yard backstroke underway. Record time 50 9/10 of a second. Almost 51, 4 100ths from it.
Yep. And in lane 4, Steven from Milligan, he's currently ranked 22nd in this event for the league. So he may be able to produce a really great swim here this morning. He's on his last 50.
That was a great turn.
Yes, very good turn. Is able to set himself up going into this last 25 as well. We also have lane 7, though, pulling out in second right now. And can lane 7 continue to hold that from lane 5?
What a strong finish. I mean, he absolutely cleans up, and followed closely by the man on the bottom of your screen, Adam Bankston. Stephen Gilbert posts an unreal time. in Kingsport.
Yeah, very nice job by lane 4 and lane 7. That outside lane bringing it home.
9/100ths of a second. Scratch that. 1 full second and 9/100ths of a second. I thought he was closer than that. It felt that close.
And his seated time is currently faster, though, than that record time. Again, he might be able to come back and produce something tonight to be able to break that record.
Keeping an eye on these central lanes again for heat 2 of 3 in the men's 100-yard backstroke. Jaden Bearden in 2, Derek Hahn in 3, Josh McConey in 4, RJ Brummett in 5, McLaughlin Ben in 6, and Ben Tomberlin in lane 7. The seed time that leads all in lane 4, Josh McConey, 50 2/10 of a second. Nobody really gained any ground on the turn.
No, not at all. We're going to go into this next turn, going into our last 50. Again, all of them kind of just staying stagnant with each other, not really gaining anything off those turns. It's going to be a very close one between lane 2, 4, 5, and as well as lane 7 coming home.
Jaden maybe has fingertips at the top of your screen. Super close to those central lanes. Strong finish. Second place is way up in the air. Jaden does finish first, and it looks like it's down to 4 and 5. I would say 5 from eyeballs.
It looks like lane 7 got second, lane 5 got third, with lane 4 getting 4th place. I believe, looking at lane 4's finish, he was definitely savoring some stuff up for tonight's finals. He was kind of just coasting in, which again, we tend to see that in our prelims where they're just not wanting to expend a lot of energy.
52.54 for the man in lane 2, Jaden Bearden, the junior from Milligan, who takes the prelim, and he's followed closely, 53.77. RJ Brummett in lane 5. Ready to move on to our final heat of the prelims. Ryder Sloan in lane 2, Simon Merhout in 3, Paxton Smith in lane 4, Zombie Sipiecki in lane 5, Bryce Barton in 6, and Colin Burnett in lane 7. Ready to go. The lead qualifying time, the seed time, 49 8/10 of a second for Paxton Smith, the sophomore of the Buffaloes.
And Paxton right now is currently ranked 8th in the 100 backstroke for the league. This should be definitely a good swim for Paxton this morning. Very nice turn for all 3 lanes, lane 3, 4, and 5. They're all staying together. No separation, very little at least.
Will they get some on this turn? Maybe fingertips gained.
Lane 4 and 5 are neck and neck. It's definitely going to be a close finish. We'll see on this turn if they can break surface and have any separation, or if it's going to be another photo finish for us here.
Sapaki is right on top of Paxton Smith. Merhout trailing by just an arm's length. Sapaki coming down to the wire with Smith. Oh my goodness.
Another fingertip touch out for the 100 backstroke for men's. Lane 4 placing first, 51.33, and then lane 5 placing second with a 51.43. Really nice swim for both of those guys and placing them in a good spot for finals.
5 records broken yesterday, an electric preliminary this morning.
Yes.
I know we could sit here and talk for an hour about everything coming up, but just briefly, give me your thoughts and what you're thinking about tonight, and let's send folks on their way with some good feelings.
I definitely think that tonight we're going to see some really great swims, as well as possibly some meet records broken as we come back for finals. So I think that, once we get to 5 o'clock, there's going to be some exhilarating feelings in the building here tonight. I'm excited to see what they can produce.
Well, there you have it. Thank you again for being with me. Looking forward to this evening's coverage as things continue with the finals 5 p.m. start. We'll be live at 4:30 and look forward to having you along for the ride on the Southeast Sports Network. This has been coverage of Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament Swimming on the Southeast Sports Network. Copyright material of Shry Media and the Southeast Sports Network. Today's broadcast will be archived and available for replay inside of the app or platform where you viewed it. Thank you for tuning in. For everyone here, the AAC and the Kingsport Aquatic Center, as well as Madison Gump, my lovely partner, I'm Gabriel Shry, and we'll see you next time.
Favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job, it's our promise.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
We are champions of character.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in.